Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I have this layout for you today for the load challenge over at Scrap Happy. And it's about my youngest son and his giggling laugh that is just such a huge part of his personality. Unfortunately, the file got corrupted at the end, and I have been trying to get it to work, but it is just not coming back. So I will do my best to kind of fill in what happened towards the end of this layout. The important part is actually in the beginning because I go one direction with this layout and it is completely not working for me. So I changed my mind, I changed the orientation of the layout, and it actually makes a huge difference. So that's the part that I really want to share with you guys to give you an idea of some things you can do if it's just really not coming together the way you want it to. So right now I'm cutting some strips of paper, and what I think I'm going to do is have a vertical border on the left edge and then a little shelf down there out of the chevron paper that my photo is going to sit on. And that's how I start this layout, and that's where I think this layout is going to be headed. So you're going to see me play with all of those different layers of paper. These are all Echo Park, and it's from a collection, a little bit older collection from Lori Whitlock that I just picked up at Tuesday morning. But it had really good pictures in it that kind of played off the orange in my son's shirt in the picture, which is exactly what I wanted to have. So I'm going through and adding all those different layers to the border on the side. And then I'm going to play with cutting these chevrons into a shape on the edge. And I end up deciding that that is just way too much. It doesn't work for me. So I end up cutting it back down into a rectangle, which you'll see later. And as you know, if you've watched any of my videos, layering is huge for me. So I'm just playing with the layers right now, trying to decide where the things are going to go. And there's that little shelf I was talking about on the side. And then I go ahead and pull out these letters from Studio Calico. And I want to have a pretty long title. It's going to read, "All that I'm after is a life full of laughter." And so now I'm playing with the placement of that title. I just have it on a piece of wax paper, and this is where I decide this layout plan is just not working for me. So you're going to see that I completely changed my mind. And what I do is flip the paper so that those borders that I made that were going to run down the side are now across the top. And then I add that little triangle of detail in the bottom corner. So I kept the elements the same, but I flipped the orientation. And I saved you guys the time. I didn't make you sit through watching me add on that title. And I'm going to go ahead and start adding details. And then right now I'm working in the bottom corner. Unfortunately, coming up is where you're going to see that the video completely cut off and I couldn't get those files back. So I'm going to try and talk you through some of what I did. But right now I'm just playing with embellishments. I'm going to have one cluster up on the left edge of the photo by my title, and then the other one down on the bottom. Those three brown labels are going to go up in those top layers, and I'm just going to take a star stamp from Studio Calico and stamp some rows of little stars on top of those and then tuck them into the layers. Unfortunately, you're not going to see that part of the video, but you will see it in the final photos, and you see it on that first one up there. That little orange banner ends up down there in the bottom of the picture, and it just says, "So thankful for you." And so then you're going to see I try to add that little label sticker, and it doesn't end up making the cut. I decide I don't like it. I do add some chipboard stars from Studio Calico to each of the embellishment clusters, and that adds kind of some detail and dimension to each one of those areas. Then I also add a little tiny one down by that, "So thankful for you." And here you're going to see the final layout. But I do want to share with you my journaling, which says, "Life with you is always an adventure. You are such a comedian in everything that you do and truly enjoy every activity we do with your entire heart. You bring joy to our everyday. Your contagious laugh and silly giggle will always make me laugh. What more could we ever ask for than a life full of laughter, joy, and adventure?" And as you see in that final picture, the navy blue stamped stars at the top and some of those extra details. So I'm so sorry that this video cut off. I do hope you like what you saw and you enjoyed this layout, and you will like and subscribe down below, and we'll see you soon with another video. Thanks!